What's up, everyone? It's the weekly Zodiac check-in where we touch base on every single sign of the Zodiac. All right, we're going to start with Aries, go all the way down to Pisces. Just check in and see what's going on real quick, like a speed read. All right, so we're going to start off with Aries. Aries. All right, in the middle, which represents you, Aries, is the Eight of Stencils and the Mama of Buckets in reverse. I feel like you're trying to create perfection here, and it's upsetting that things aren't going perfectly. All right, don't get caught up if things don't play out exactly the way that you expect them to, Aries. Okay, be happy where you are, and be. You have the Nine of Cups on the table to the Magician. Okay, I want to be like, when you can create something and it happens exactly how you want it, you're good, you're happy, right? This makes you happy. But when it doesn't go, like, I feel like you're trying to strive too much on a specific manifestation. If you put your focus on something and you don't set it and forget it, it causes resistance because you don't trust in within the universe that it's going to happen. All right. You may not be in alignment with something. It could be like a soulmate coming to you. It's just pushing too hard on the subject. All right. You have the Two of Cups in reverse to the Three of Stencils in reverse. It's like if this person isn't near you, all right, and you're removed from them and you're forced to work alone, look at that. I just want to say, like, if they were meant to be in your life, they will make it into your life. All right. Yeah. A friend won't make you feel less than. A friend won't make you feel less than, Aries. So if there's a friend out there making you feel less than, let them go and continue on your way. You're looking for equal give and take with the Six of Stencils. Like, what's this Two of Buckets? The Brother of Brushes in reverse. Yeah, no, that's like player action. You don't want someone who you don't lust over someone who is in there. Okay, who shows no means to be there. Okay, because I feel like you're trying to push it on, make it perfect, and it's not showing up perfect because this situation isn't lining up vibrationally with you. It doesn't make you happy. You may think it does, but it doesn't vibrationally. The things that happen to manifest right before your face are the things that fulfill your cup, that actually make you happy, right? Those are the soulmates that you're looking for, not the ones that aren't around that you think you want, right? One thing I noticed too, like specific person kind of things, don't get like that. Just say, like, don't put a name on a manifestation or a relationship or job or anything like that. Just intend for whatever is perfect for you to come to you, to show its face, universe, like, and it will, just patience and faith that it will, right? And if it's not meant for you, it will clearly show you that this isn't it, it's something else. And if it's not there, that's clearly not it. Am I right? All right. I hope that resonated with you, made you feel some sort of way, but we're going to move on. We're going to move on to Taurus. Oh, Taurus. Let me get some shuffles in here. Current check-in for Taurus for the upcoming week. Yeah, I just did that. This deck. Taurus. In the upcoming week, okay, be honest with yourself and don't cut yourself short. Don't overwork and get undercharged. That's clear already. Like, don't put in too much effort if you're not going to get paid for your efforts, okay? And I mean strictly at work. I'm not saying, like, don't be an asshole, like a friend or anything like that, and, like, expect nothing in return. That's not it. I mean, like, if you're going to a job, get paid for your job. All right? If you're going to and doing more than what your job description says, make sure that you're getting paid for that. Okay? Because that's when you start getting abused, all right? And they will take him, like, You'll end up getting stressed out about it. You'll be like, nope. Then your self-worth will start kicking in, and it'll start tearing you apart on the inside because you're cutting yourself short and you know it. All right. It may happen. How do I say this? So you have the Sister of Brushes in reverse and the Four of Buckets in reverse. Okay. You may have refused an offer of something that is like possibly going to lead you onto the right path. So just pay attention to the upcoming weeks of like offers that come into you where you're like the Hangman. You're like, that sounds great, but I'd have to put a lot of work into it. Da 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 da. Oh, the effort. You know what I mean? And it's like a sign that you're not even recognizing that this is the right path for you to take. All right. Yeah, I feel like your first initial thought will be to say no, and to just because you don't know how that would ever work out. You know what I mean? That's how the universe plays its game. Okay. When you're willing to jump into those things and take the bull by its horns and ride the cosmic cowboy, you know what I mean? And just go and see where it takes you, because that's where the magic is. That's the gold at the end of the rainbow type stuff. Okay. So don't dismiss any job offers that come into you where you think like this is too crazy, and don't put in too much work where you currently are and not getting paid for it. Like make sure that like your worth is being recognized here. And I feel like it will be where this offer is coming in, but you're not going to realize it because it's not going to look how you expect it to look, or it's going to be overwhelming and you're going to be like, whoa, we could never do that. Oh, you'd be surprised. All right. All right, I hope that resonated with you, made you feel some sort of way. We are going to move on to Gemini. All right, my Gemini crew. Gemini. Oh, Gemini. How many times can I say Gemini? Gem. All right, Gemini. Message for the upcoming week, please and thank you. Eight of Spray Cans. You're starting to change the perspective on yourself. You're starting to see how much of a big deal you are. Oh, and you're starting to like stand up for yourself here this week. I like this. I feel like, when you're like, when your self-esteem is kind of like lowered, right? And people say stuff to you and beat you up and go, and you kind of just let it happen, right? I feel like it's a feeling of like you're at this point where you're like, there's nothing I can really do, so whatever, just going to. But I feel like you're coming out of that because you're recognizing how amazing you are. You to bomb.com, and everyone else, they gotta know about it. All right, because I feel like you're starting to like come out of your shell here and really start standing up for what you believe in, and like putting it like you're willing to fight for yourself. And I love this. The Hermit. The Hermit to the Star. This is one of those things where you're beaten down so much you need a little alone time, and then you just kind of develop into like, you get these grand ideas of how to create when you're by yourself, in silence. You know what I mean? Like those moments, your best ideas will come to you when you're in those moments. And I feel like you've had time to do that, and it's changed your perspective on yourself. So yeah. All right. And I feel like you may gain like the Three of Cups. That's a friend circle and party card with the Seven of Stencils. And I feel like friends that like possibly you haven't seen in quite some time are going to like start coming around, and that could be what helps fuel your fire, because these are people who really care for you, and if they're like supporting you as well, and you're like, hey, I'm kind of awesome, and these people are like, yeah, you're kind of awesome, that pushes like some great success. So I feel like you're going to be riding on a wave of happiness and success and full support within the next week. So good for you. And I hope that resonated with you, Gemini. Sheesh. All right. I hope everyone's readings are like this week. All right. Moving the fuck on. All right. We're moving on to Cancer. Hey, Cancer. Cancer. Quick little general messages to see what's up for the next week, please, for Cancer. Messages for Cancer, please and thank you. So comes out. 3 of Buckets in reverse. I keep on hearing the word solitude. The 3 of Brushes and the 9 of Spray Cans. I feel like you're trying to assess the way you think this week. The things that are running through your head exactly, and kind of like really like taking a good hard look at it. Oh, Cancer. All right, the 6 of Stencils. You're looking for equal give and take. I feel like you're gonna get it. You possibly could be. You could be like going to like see if you can get equal give and take here, and then doors get slammed into your face. It's like I feel like it's a fight. All right, with the 5 of Wands, the 9 of Buckets. I feel like you felt good to offer. It feels good to get the equal give and take. Am I right? Right? And I feel like you're not getting it. Your sign for this is my sign. This is weird. This is my sign for you don't even want to know. It's the High Priestess. I feel like you are like big on the vague book kind of train this week, like laying down hints of what is actually bothering you to people without really saying so. Okay. I feel like you're gonna resort to being your own best friend again this week. The sisters stencils and go back to the drawing board kind of feeling. But all you're looking for is this equal give and take, and that makes you feel good. I feel like you're very okay with being like going back to the drawing board. It's okay. I don't feel as though it's like bothering you. Because the 5 of Wands is kind of like, this is silly, and it's just like, This is my sign for you dropping the ball. It's the 8 of Stencils and the Emperor. This is high, like, okay, don't drop the ball on keeping your empire intact, making sure that what needs to get done gets done in this next week. Paying close attention to bills and finances and your to-do list. Just your to-do list. Pay very close attention to your to-do list, and I believe you will accomplish it all. Like, pay no mind to other people, pay no mind to other friends and stuff. If they're shutting you down, like, be like, this is silly, and just move on and focus on your shit, because and in your to-do list and what makes you happy. Like, give and take to yourself here, and you will accomplish everything on your list. All right. So yeah, Cancer, get it. I mean, I feel like it sucks, but it doesn't. You know what I mean? It just keep yourself focused on your kingdom and the things that you have to do. Okay? All right. I hope that resonated with you, made you feel some sort of way, but we're going to move on to Leo. Oh, Leo. Shuffle cards a couples. Okay. Messages for Leo for the upcoming week, please and thank you. Messages for Leo for the upcoming week, please and thank you. Alrighty. I think you're going to come to terms this week that you just don't see eye to eye with someone who does something in the same field that you do. You share a similar hustle. Like, you work with this person, okay? You could possibly, like, make moves with them. I don't even know how else to say this. Like, your hustle is the same, okay? And you guys possibly aren't seeing eye to eye on something, and I feel as though your hands are tied on the whole situation, and in order for you to gain success, you're gonna have to walk away from the situation. All right, you're focused too much on it, and all you can think about is walking away from the situation. Now that you think about it, you're getting excited about walking away from the situation. You're like, you know what? It's probably just best. Like you get butterflies in the stomach about it, like about leaving. So, and then the chariot, it's forward movement. It's just, it makes you excited. I feel like with this gone, you would have more room to do more romantic things and more happy things, things that you don't have to argue about. You know what I mean? To the 9 of spray cans in reverse. Right now, you may seem it like it's when you're looking at it and you're like, oh, this is gonna be shitty. I don't want to do this. I don't want to have to walk away from this person because it's like someone that you work with. You know what I mean? It's someone that like you hustle with. You know, but it's going to be way worse than what it actually is. They're probably going to show love. It's probably not going to be that bad. They're probably thinking the same thing, Leo, for fuck's sake. You know what I mean? Because I feel like there is no other option but to walk away. All right. So, one more and then we're going to move on. The Ace of Spray Cans. Don't even, like, no more communication and just cutting it off. Ooh, tickle nose. All right. I wouldn't feel bad about it because if this is what your gut is telling you to do and you feel happy and excited about the day when you can, maybe you should listen to that. I'm just saying there's a sign. You're looking for a sign. It ain't this reading. It's your gut. All right. All right. When you're getting giddy about leaving a situation, that should tell you something, man. All right. I hope that resonated with you, made you feel some sort of way, Leo. But we're going to move the fuck on. We're going to move the fuck on to Virgo. All right, Virgo. Oh, Virgs. Virgo Nation. Am I right? All right, we're going to look into the situation for the next week for Virgo. What Virgo can look forward to for this next week. Please and thank you. Messages for Virgo for the upcoming week. All right, Virgo. How magical, Virgo. All right, in the middle, which represents you, is the 10 of spray cans and the Magician. All right, I feel like this week, you're gonna let something go here, all right? A thought process or something like that, and then once you do, you feel it's like an element that feels like it's missing. I feel like you're over something. I feel like you're. It looks to me right here like you're really missing a connection here. What's this? The Hangman. Self-sacrifice to losing it. And I feel like you feel like it's completely okay that it feels like there's an element completely missing. The 10 of buckets. This is, you see greater connection to the Mama of brushes. Like you want, I feel like you want the fast life here. You want like fierceness in your life, equal give and take of the fierceness, like someone who can match your vibe, right? With no doubt. All right, the 5 of no, someone who is not less than. All right, and it could be someone who wasn't always like that, like too, because if it's the 5 to the 6 of the 5 of Pentacles, all right, that's someone who's like in poverty, to the 6 of Pentacles, giving. All right, someone who wasn't giving before now is. All right, it's like equal give and take. The Papa of spray cans, a universal truth speaker, someone who just does not lie. All right, I feel like you're looking and assessing yourself. I feel like you're really looking at yourself and reading your own body language and knowing that, like, it's something here, truthfully, is like you gotta let it go. It feels like you're missing something. All right, this is the feeling of feeling like, you know, when you have someone with you and then they're gone and you're like, oh, a piece of me is missing. That's kind of the feeling right here, right? And you're trying to be really, really honest with yourself. The 6 of stencils, it's equal give and take to the 5 stencils, to like it was there and now it's not, to the justice. All right. And I have the Hangman still. This is like I feel like you don't know what to do about the whole situation as well. And it's in your hand here of setting your bar of what exactly is Beyonce, because it's like you see greater connections, and it's, I don't know. One more, and then we're moving on. The brother of spray cans, jumping on what just feels right and balanced. There's so much equal balance, and that's all you're looking for this week. I feel like you're going to end up receiving it in the next week. You're going to be, as soon as you are honest to yourself and really look at what you feel like you're missing, what gets you really, like, look at this, like, what gets you upset, all right, what this element is. Once you figure that out, you know, like, once you're aware, you can change it, and things will start, you'll start getting the equal give and take. You'll go from like rags to riches in this next week. So I don't know on this subject. All right, I hope that resonated with you, Virgo. It made you feel some sort of way, but we are going to move on to Libra. Oh, my Libs. Libra, Libra, Libra. How you doing? I'm going to get some messages for Libra for the upcoming week and see what's going on. What's the goings-ons for the Libs? All right, Libra. Messages for Libra, please, and thank you. We have the two of stencils. All right. The 10 of buckets, the ace of brushes in reverse, the brother spray cans, the hangman, and the 10 of spray cans. Ooh, Libra, this week, this upcoming week, you're going to have to make a lot of hard decisions of what is supposed to be in your life and what is no good in your life anymore. This may be some things that you're not gonna like. This could be family members that you just have to let go and not pay attention to them anymore, because like they're family, they'll always be family, but they're the family members that like just complain all the time or do things to just get underneath your skin and make you, you know. It's willing to cut those connections and those ties, no matter how strong they are, for your own peace of mind. Okay. Because I feel like you're just juggling a lot of other people's problems and other people's worries, and they're becoming your energy, the strength. It's just you're trying to hold back from. I feel like you're trying to hold back. Like you kind of want to like, all right. So you got everyone else's problems on your hands, and like then like another person comes to you with another problem. You just want to like, you don't want to do that. You know what I mean? So what's best for everyone is for you just to kind of cut these ties and possibly not be so present in their lives. With the ace of brushes in reverse, it's just like, don't show up so much. Don't be the first one to jump into showing up. Okay, with the brother of swords right underneath it. The lovers, because this in reverse, this is honoring and loving thyself. Okay, this is self-love. Like, I know that you want to like jump in and help all these people because that's, you know, what's best for everyone, but I feel like you just want to, and that's not good for you. So don't jump in trying to help everyone because they're family and all this, and you know, like, you have your own things to kind of worry about. Take a little bit of downtime, remove yourself from those situations. If you don't keep yourself readily available as number one person, ready and available, people won't think of you as number one, ready and available. All right. You have to like remove your energy a little bit from the situation. Like, sure, people are still going to come to you and everything like that, but I feel like the amount of negativity coming to you right at this moment is not good, and you just got to learn to like remove yourself from the situation. All right. Like, yes, they're family, but ew. All right. Excuse me. I'm going to take a sip here. All right. I hope that resonated, Libra. But we're going to move on. We're going to move on to Scorpio. Scorpio. Oh, all right, Scorpio. We're going to look into this upcoming week and what it holds for you. What we can look forward to for the next week for Scorpio. Things to look forward to. What's going on this upcoming week for Scorpio. All right. This Ten of Swords really wants to come out for every single sign, man. Oh, this is kind of cool, though. All right. I feel like you're kind of okay, I just saw the star too. You know when you're seeing sign after sign after sign after sign, like 444, 333, 222, 111, all that stuff, and it's driving you nuts, right? And then you come to the point where you're finally like, you know what? I'm not going to let this get me because I don't understand what it is. So I'm just going to allow the universe to prove to me what it is. Like eventually, because when you get to that point and you're trying to figure it out, you're going to continuously try to figure it out. Once you release yourself and detach from it, and know that this is a sign that you're on your right path. No matter what it is, the universe is going to show it to you soon. That's all it means, right? And you're not stressing out about it, worrying about what it means. It'll come to you. It's walking away from like overthinking it too much. Again, walking away from it, dropping it like it's hot, all right? And signs that you don't understand. Things that are not like coming to like just not overthinking things anymore, or walking away from things that just stress you out. All right. And then when you do that and you let it go, it fixes itself. It'll show itself to you. All right. To the Fool in reverse. And you're not even gonna, oh my goodness. It's like when you're off doing something and you're not even thinking of it, it's just gonna show up. It's gonna show up. The Ace of Coins, bam. To the Moon. Ooh. Aces, you got a lot of aces on the table, but it's just gonna show up like magic, like, and then you may be like one of these things where you're like, you know what, that was in my dream. That happens to me all the time. I predict the future consistently with little things in my dream. Like I'll see something, I'll be like, whoa, I saw that in my dream like last week, you know. And I dream journal too. Do that. Try that out. Start writing down your dreams and seeing what riches you get from that and what actually happens in reality this week. You know, you'll be surprised, but I feel like as soon as you detach and stuff, you're gonna come into some money possibly, and you're not even gonna like recognize. Like I don't know, it's gonna be one of these things where it's like all the signs they're gonna be intense, and as soon as you detach from it, it's all gonna come in really really like, oh, this is what all those signs were about. You know what I mean? And it's gonna be, I'm gonna be like, oh, you're not gonna realize it until I feel like it's one of those, you won't even realize that you've gotten it until you've had it for a little bit, and then you're gonna be like, oh my goodness, wait. All right, all right. I hope that resonated with you. It made you feel some sort of way. That's fun. All right, well, we're moving on to Sagittarius. All right, Sag. Let's see what messages we have for Sagittarius for the up and coming week. Let's see what messages we have for Sag for this next week. And what they can look forward to for this week. The 9 of Buckets, self-love. Ooh, you're going to feel good this week. Ooh, because you're going to be doing what you love and actively pursuing things that, like, make you feel good. This is like action makes Sag feel good. Getting up and doing stuff makes Sag feel good. Like go outside, walk through the woods makes Sag feel good. You know, whatever it is, it's go, and it makes you feel good. Like shit. The Moon and the Hermit in reverse. Oh, that's kind of cabin fever, sort of. All right, it's like to the Star, knowing it's better, like there's better things out there than just sitting in one freaking place. All right, this could be trying to run away from your own inner vibration. I'm not lying. All right, it did. It's like avoiding something that you kind of have to look at within yourself. All right, because that's low self-esteem. Okay, to the Ace of Buckets, to the Brother of Brushes. I feel like you got bigger fish to fry though right now. You doing things that you love and loving what you do. Ooh, you in a moment. It's funny. It's like, it's really funny how we can be so on cloud nine and feel really happy, but deep down inside, there's a little bit of self-esteem issue, and there's a little bit of things that we're hiding. So we're gonna move it over here. We're gonna keep on trudging along. All right. It's having a hard time doing things any other way. All right. Besides just showing love and being good. This is what are we hiding? The 4 of Brushes, slamming doors in your face. To the Brother of Brushes. What's that? The 9 of Brushes. And so, okay, I feel like this next week too, you're going to be doing a lot of things like actively pursuing stuff that you really, really like and all of that. And doing what you love, loving what you do. You're feeling really good right now. But I feel like in regards to like possibly work and stuff like that, like putting in a lot of time and effort, I feel like you may get shut down, all right, and told no on something that you're really passionate about. You put a lot of effort into this and you really like it. That's where this hidden depression comes from, low self-esteem, because rejection kind of sucks, like a lot, especially when you love something. You know what I mean? Like, and you put your heart and soul into it, and someone comes up to you and goes, "That's shitty." You know what I mean? You're like, "Why? Like, how do I spend like forever on that? What do you mean that's my heart and soul right there? You just called it shit." Like, it's that kind of feeling, and it makes you want to give up and tired. You put a lot of effort into it. Nah, nah, nah. Don't let that get you down. All right, like you're kind of a big deal. Okay, um, yeah. So I feel like you just keep on keeping on. The first momentum that you had right there, the Six of Buckets too. Like you love doing this. Um, put that much love into the next shot, into the next try. Like you don't need validation in the Eight of Cups. You don't need anyone else's validation. Walk away. All right, walk away. Does that feel like they don't know you? The Papa, yeah. The Papa stencils and in reverse, and the Three of Swords in reverse. Like, have thick skin to what other people say and do you, boo. Like, ground your energy. Like, yeah, just back to the drawing board and do it even harder. Don't get tripped up by rejection this week, okay? Especially if you put, like, all kinds of love and everything into it. Just note that you're kind of a big deal and you have big dreams, and some people are not going to, like, understand that shit, right? It's not their job to understand it. I'm, like, getting mad at these people for you. I'm like, because I know it affects you. You know what I mean? And, like, don't let the peasant opinions of the mortal humans mess with you. All right, you're a rock star. Word. All right, I hope that resonated with you, made you feel some sort of way. We're gonna move on. We're gonna move on to Capricorn. Cappy, messages for Cappy for the next up and coming week, please and thank you. Messages for Cappy for the next week. Upcoming week, please and thank you. Messages for Cappy for the upcoming week, please and thank you. All right. I feel like you're possibly going to find yourself working with someone who's extremely jealous. All right. It's collaborating with someone who is very independent and has like a jealous streak within them. The Empress in reverse, the Six of Buckets. This person, I feel like you're having a hard time seeking growth with them, but you really like them. This is a person who you have a crush on. All right. There could be kids involved. The Ten of Brushes, but it stresses you the fuck out. It's gonna be hard. Like this is something where like your crush or something like that is going to absolutely stress you the fuck out. All right, over kids or something like that. Oh, excuse me. You have to work with someone who's extremely jealous. This is a very good co-parenting kind of vibe. All right, when you just have to work with someone who fucking sucks and gets jealous at every single move that you make, where you're like, well, I have plans this weekend, you're gonna have to take the kids or something, vice versa. And they're like, what are you doing? And it's like, none of your fucking business. I'm doing what I'm doing. You know what I mean? Like, ugh. And then they get jealous, but you have to work with them. You have to collaborate with them. So I kind of get like, and then with the Empress and the Six of Buckets, that can represent kids and all that. So, it's having a hard time working with that, ready to give up on that, and being very stressed out about that. So it's saying not like there could be like, if you have nothing nice to say, the Ace of Spades cancels the Five of Swords, excuse me. If you have nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all. It'll cause a fight. All right, keep your mouth shut. Even if you're right. All right, this is one of these things where it's just a person who is just gonna be like that. They are just going to be like that. So your advice when handling this fucking person, I feel like they're going to come up in your life this week. The 8 of Buckets, walk away from them. Ignore them. Don't talk to them. Ace of Swords, like in reverse, don't talk to them. Walk away from them and let them be. All right. And sometimes that says enough. All right. The 9 of Buckets, it'll make you feel good. It'll make you feel good to walk away from this. And one more. Oh, I got 2. It's Papa spray cans and the 4 spray cans in reverse. All right. Because if you do talk to them, you're going to be an asshole. You're going to say shit that you're going to end up fucking like I said, it's all true, but I feel like it's just going to end like dumping gasoline on a fire. Don't do that. This is the type of person you're dealing with, then that's how they're going to be no matter what. This isn't like coaxing someone out of not being jealous or something. No, that like no, you're gonna waste your energy by doing that. You're gonna end up sounding like and coming across as an asshole, and it ain't gonna work. You're gonna end up making yourself sick. So don't. All right, you're gonna end up hitting a wall. So don't. All right, just walk away. All right. I hope that resonated with you, Cappy. We're gonna move on. All right, we're moving on to Aquarius. This is yep, of that Aquarius. Oh. No moon card. Messages for Aquarius for the upcoming week, please and thank you. What can Aquarius look forward to for this next upcoming week? What's that? Ooh, the 5 of spray cans in reverse. Temperance. The 8 of brushes. The Hangman again, kind of like Cappy. Oh yeah. All right. The hair font. All right. All right. I feel like this week someone smarter than you is going to come up to you and kind of like make you see both sides of the story. All right, who's wise to a subject, who's going to bring balance to you. Okay, this is just walking away from shit again that stresses you out, dropping it like it's hot because you're done. It's to completion. It's too overwhelming. It's too stressful. Not good. The Magician. And I feel like this is something that you have been wanting to manifest for quite some time. This is something that you've been like, well, I would love for this to end, the fighting to stop, and this and this. Well, this is your opportunity, okay? Someone is going to come in and be like, hey, you know what? I'm pretty smart, and I know all about this. Have you ever looked at it at this perspective and maybe this and this and this and this, and they're smart, so you're like, they're not, this is like I want to be like, this person's probably going to come up to you like psychology 101 and be like, now does this start making sense to you? And you're going to be like, yeah, it does. It's going to hit you like a fucking ton of bricks, the 8 of wands and the Hangman, and you're going to be like, oh, it could be something that you're doing. And the 9 of stencils in reverse, put together depression. You may feel bad about it too. It's something where it's like you may not even, you're more focused on like going to work to pay your bills, do your things, yourself. And it's like, oh, you didn't realize that. Oh, all right. Which is okay. It's the only way we're going to change. When someone else comes to you at a different point of view and it's like, hey, you know what I mean? You're like, oh, I didn't see it that way. Now I see it this way. Now I can change. All right. The 4 brushes in reverse. To clarify, like being able to, you may shut down this advice as well. All right, because sometimes people don't like hearing about themselves and what they can do to improve them. All right, especially, I won't be like this, but like Aquarius, you know what I mean? Like some Aquariuses are like, I don't want to be like this, but a lot of Aquariuses are just very in the way that they think. Let's put it that way. All right, and the knowledge that they know. This is it. All right. And I'm not saying that every Aquarius isn't willing to learn or anything like that, but I feel like it's something that you're not recognizing, you know, right? And you're going to end up shutting it down. And then you're going to start thinking about it and being like, wait a minute, it is smart. Okay. This is a person who is smart and who I can kind of listen to. Okay. And then it'll hit you like a ton of bricks. All right. So look in this upcoming week that you made bad judgment calls. All right. In this upcoming week, just, you know, take everyone's advice with a grain of salt and what it's worth. And don't dismiss people when they try and, you know, give you a little bit of advice, you know, because you never know. They might be right. All right. About yourself. All right. I hope that resonated with you, made you feel some sort of way, but we're going to move the fuck on. We're going to move on to my dear Pisces. Oh, yeah. All right. Messages for Pisces for the next upcoming week, please and thank you. All right, we have the Six of Brushes in reverse. Aye. This is my sign for you don't want anyone to know. Six of Buckets. You, oh, that sucks. All right, this week you may think you have a friend here, and then they don't support you, and then you're like, I kind of really liked you. This is like, I maybe possibly had a crush on them. You're going to start recognizing all kinds of patterns of when, oh, they aren't actually my friend. It's just put together depression. It may look like it does, but it doesn't, you know. Just doing this out of habit. What's this? The Seven of Spray Cans in reverse. That's cheating, deceit, all that. You're gonna and you may want to compare it to the past, possibly, of like, oh, here we go again, kind of thing. Don't do that. No, don't do that. Man, don't do that. The Six of Pentacles. This is equal 666. 7. All right. 9, 9, 7, and 2. That's 9. And then the 9 of spray can. So you have 6, 6, 6, 9, 9. All right. Fibonacci numbers. This all just falls into place. Okay. These are patterns. Now, if you're thinking that something always is continuously happening to you over and over again, you have to look at yourself and what you're doing to get yourself into this situation. Whether you love too fast, too hard, didn't trust, or trusted too much, or I don't know, just thought someone had your back and they didn't. Like, I just don't get caught up. You know, maybe you're alone right now, or and it's gonna put you in a position where now you have to do something by yourself. You know, really look into your own inner vibration of what got you there. And I know that's like really shitty to say and to hear sometimes, but sometimes it's what we have to do, especially if we're going down. If the words "this always happens to me" comes out of your mouth, you need to look at you. Okay? And what actions always happens? What are your patterns so you can adjust and tweak them? If you're not doing the same actions, you are not going to get the same results. All right? The Sister of Brushes, the Hierophant in reverse. Look at your own patterns and your own signs. And teach yourself, school yourself on yourself of how you keep on getting yourself there. I like this because this is like something that you're going to end up having to look at yourself really and see your own patterns and why, you know, you continuously get yourself here so you don't end up getting there again. The Four of Brushes, slamming doors in your face, like you're... And until you figure out this key thing of what it is that you're doing, you will continue to create this scenario over and over and over again. And I feel like Pisces is like, oh, hell no. Hell no. I recognize a pattern here. How do I change it? I'm going to slam this door on this shit myself. This is slamming the door on this shit yourself. You're looking for equal give and take here and supportive friends. And I like that. Good. All right, so really assess yourself and then be willing to make the change when you realize what it is, right? That's the hard part. That's the kicker. That's the thing that gets us every single time. So I recognize my patterns, but do you do anything about it? All right. I hope that resonated with you, made you feel some sort of way. All right, that's each and every single zodiac sign. Thank you for tuning in. Until next week, my friends. Much love. Peace.